Hey there, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Moon, Capricorn Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward the most positive way possible. How you doing? How was that eclipse season for you? Woo! Thank goodness it's over, right? There was a big release of energy that went on. I'm actually going to take a look at how that energy of this eclipse season will affect you. We'll do that next week. But this week we are going to talk about the moon and how that energy is affecting you for July 6th through the 12th. And then we will timestamp and we will look at the 13th through the 19th. So let's just see what we get there, right? Lots of things happening this week to pay attention to. We still have all the planets in your sign of Capricorn that are opposing the Sun and Mercury and over there in Cancer, and so there's some tension there. And now we have Mars in Aries, which is also creating some tension. And so, oh, did I mention tension? It's going to be another tense week, but there's been a real development, a real change of a release. There was a release that happened with that eclipse, and I felt it immediately. About 24 hours before it happened, it was like I wanted to come out of my skin, but things got a lot better and with the release, and so I think that the energy is shifting, it's changing. We are moving into a new energy cycle, and so sometimes it takes a little while to release some of this stuff. So we have Chiron in Aries that's going to be going retrograde on the 11th this week. And so a lot of the stuff that was stirred up is going to be an opportunity to look at it again and work your way through it. But Mercury is going direct on the 12th, and so there is good news. We'll take the good news where we can find it. And actually, this week feels like a chance to catch our breath and review and be willing to release and to let go and to start planning for and asking for what we want. So it's about developing the clarity of what you want going forward, and asking for that help and that guidance along the way. So your overall energy for this week is, you have the Five of Pentacles, but it came out with the World card. And so I feel like it's the end of a cycle of lack, either of lack of work, of lack of feeling financially secure. And the reason I say that is because we have this Eight of Pentacles here. And so disciplined action, right? Working hard. What else? You know, but Capricorn, keeping it in balance, right? Because we have new energy, new opportunities to create our world in the way we want. And so overworking is not how we want to do it, but the energy is picking up. Things are speeding up. And so this could also be a sense of feeling emotionally left out. Like maybe locked out of opportunities. You know what's interesting? She looks like she's on the outside looking in, and yet there's the key sitting right there. She can set herself free. Do you see it? Right here. There's the key. She's not stuck. She needs to pick her head up and stop having her pity party. Oh, by the way, I was told that yesterday. Stop having a pity party. It was St. Michael. He likes to say that to me. He thinks it's funny. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so he said not funny, necessary. Thanks. Okay, the energy was intense. All right, so we start out with the week with the moon in Aries. I'm sorry, Aquarius, and so that's your second house of what you value: self-esteem, self-value, self-worth. Oh, really? Five of Pentacles energy makes sense. Okay, so it's the end of a cycle about this, right? And how do we move out of this? Well, part of it is doing a little self-evaluation. Getting our head above the emotional water. Very Aquarius card. Getting our head above the emotional water and doing the self-reflecting and looking at things and figuring out where is the joy in our life, or how can we bring the joy into our life, or what do we need to do to have more fun in a balanced way. Part of what's going on here is that Capricorn is supposed to be learning how to work less, love more. And still feel financially secure, right? And there's a way to do it. And so I think it's a process of trusting the divine as you make your way through it. So part of what you need to do is focus your mind. Focus your mind on what you want. Been distracted by the energy lately. It's been so intense, right? And so refocusing on the projects, on the things that you want to do, on where it is that you want to go, this beautiful new beginning that you want to create for yourself so that you can get to where it is that you want to go. So, I don't know. I can't remember what I say to all the signs anymore. So Mercury is in Cancer, and it's going to go direct on Sunday. But it is in a square, which is a very tense energy with Mars over in Aries. And so this week, people are going to be emotionally vomiting words. I think there will be road rage. There will be exasperation. However, if you are one of those timid people who don't like to speak up and you don't stand up for yourself, you'll also possibly really benefit from this energy because it'll give you the impetus to stand up for yourself. So there is that. Okay. Oh. Okay. So finding the balance. When the moon is in Pisces, this is your house of communication on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. It is about finding the balance. It is about finding the beauty in the now moment. Trying to stay present, not looking too far to the past. And the past, that cycle is over. With that eclipse that just happened in your sign of Capricorn, it brought to a conclusion a 35-year cycle. We are in new energy. Saturn is back in your sign, yes, but it's about to, at the end of the year, move into Aquarius. And so it is definitely new energy cycle. So it is about being willing to cut out what is not working, what is bearing the burden that you're carrying, what is too much, what can you release and let go of so you can provide room and space for growth of the things that you really want. And so we have letting go and memories that came out. And so this feels like this Five of Pentacles, like you're caught up in the emotions of feeling left out, or there's like stuff that's been stirred up. And so allowing to releasing the hurts and the pain and the wounds of maybe not even this lifetime. Like, this is big, deep stuff, right? South Node, that is letting go of the hard stuff and really letting it go. And so a lot of stuff was probably really stirred up for you. Letting go of the fears. Letting go of the pains. The wounding. And allowing yourself to have that fresh start. So Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael. Really great for cutting cords of negative energy. Archangel Raphael to come in and help heal and to heal the spaces in your aura that need to be healed after releasing. You have the key. It is within you to let yourself go, to let things go, and hanging on to these memories, whether you actually remember them, or if it's cellular DNA memories from past lives. And so focusing your mind on what it is you want to create. Being willing to let go of, allowing the cycle to complete so that you can move forward. That is what's going to bring around the miracles. Okay? You're going to create the miracles when you're willing to create space for them to happen. I gotta say, right now I'm enjoying your reading because now I feel like a lot of what I went through this weekend wasn't just me, it was the energy for Capricorn. Hey, we're all in this together. Okay, so the moon is going to move into Aries on Saturday at 1:06 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. So the moon is going to run into Chiron. It's going to be going retrograde. It's going to run into Mars. So we have Wednesday where Mercury is going to square Mars, and then we have all this energy on Saturday. It is a tense week, right? So take a breather and look for the wisdom and look for the knowledge. Count your blessings. Blessings come sometimes in the form of lessons. So they tell me a lot. Okay, so don't believe everything you hear. Read between the lines. Listen with all of your senses. Pluto's hiding behind Jupiter right now in Capricorn. Being sneaky back there. I feel like information is going to be coming to light. So not everything is what it seems. And it's just going to be interesting. So that would be globally, but also it's a very personal for you. It's in your first house, right? So it's very much about you too. And so there's that. But what I love is you have the new beginning. Step into the journey without fear, right? Releasing the fears. The time is now. Follow your instincts and have faith in new beginnings. Follow your instincts and have faith in new beginnings. The road ahead is filled with excitement and joy. So focus on that. There is nothing to be afraid of. You are protected and you are led by your spirit guide. I want to say your spirit guide team. There's a team, right? We're born with this team that come in and they're here with us. So call on your angels and your guides. Ask Saint Michael to come in and help cut the cords of negative energy, past life things, Metatron to do this. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you heal, so that you can begin this cycle in a really stellar, strong way. All right, so let's move into the second week, which is the 13th through July 13th through July 19th. So, gratitude. Focusing on gratitude is really important, right? Focusing on gratitude. You have the key to let you out, and the key is your sense of gratitude. It is developed from your attitude of what is, and it is knowing that you're being protected through this process. You need to release to set yourself free. You need to unlock the door that lets yourself free and release and surrender into the divine. Surrender the things that you can't. So surrendering the hurts, surrendering the fears, surrendering the things that you don't even understand why they bother you. They just do. Well, it's probably past life karma. So releasing that South Node eclipse energy that just happened in your sign. It is about releasing everything that you possibly can that's stopping you from having this beautiful new beginning ahead of you. Okay, put your feet on the floor. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Imagine that there is this light, this column of light just pouring down over you, diamond white light of divine, unconditional love, filling up your whole being. Breathe in through the nose, breathe in this energy, and breathe out the fears and the negativity and the stress and the things that need to be let go of. Fill yourself up with the unconditional love of self, the unconditional forgiveness for things you don't even know. What is it that you need to forgive yourself for? You don't know. Maybe it's something from past life. Breathe out. Center into this energy. Feel it right here in the heart space. One more time. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Okay, wow, that was so intense. I don't know how many of you were feeling it, but some of you, woo. Okay, so the moon is going to be in Taurus. The moon is going to be in Taurus on Monday. It gets there at 1:34 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time in the U.S. This is following in the morning. We've got the moon in Aries squaring off with Pluto in your sign and Jupiter in your sign and Sagittarius. And I mean, that's probably where all the stress was coming from that I was feeling. Okay, so, all right. So yes, the morning will be stressful. Breathe through it, because when the moon in the afternoon moves into Taurus, that is supportive energy. It is going to be a relief to get there. And at that point, it sextiles with Mercury over there in Cancer. it'll be so much better. So in the morning, don't forget to let yourself out of the prison of your mind by breathing through it. By breathing through it. You have spread heart healing with joy, the bee. So this is looking for the sweetness in life. This is looking for the things that help you feel joyful. So go for a walk in the morning if you can and notice what's changed and what's beautiful. You know, pay attention, do something that fills your heart up, and breathe that in and release out the negative energy. I feel like this hard work you need to do isn't work. This is self-development work. I mean, there is a work-life balance issue here. There definitely is, because, you know, when that moon gets into Gemini, it's in the 6th house of work-life balance. But Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday with the moon in Taurus, this is your creativity. This is your passion. This is your joy. This is where you find the fun. This is tapping into the inner child. And so allow yourself to find the sweetness in your life, to find the joy, to be creative. Okay, I love it. All right, so what is it that you want to do that you are hesitating because it seems so off the wall? Like, I've been with this guy forever, but now I just want to shave my head and go live in a monastery. I know someone that's going to do. Oh, she's probably watching this one. Sorry. What is so off the wall different? What is this, like, I want to quit my job because I want to start, you know, making masks. What is this thing that everybody looks at you and goes, what are you doing? That doesn't seem normal. I want you to consider strongly pushing through the resistance, surrendering into your divine guidance on this, because you have the heron. And the heron says, let go of convention and follow your own unique path. That is Spirit talking to you. This is your opportunity to create the world that you want. We are in new energy. What do you want? Like, don't be afraid. Don't let fear hold you back. Release, cut the cords of fear. Ask St. Michael to come in and help you cut the cords of fear, to cut the cords of negative energy, just whatever it is, to lighten the load, to create space for you to be who you authentically are, and don't care. Just don't care about what other people think. Because honestly, the way everything is shifting around, you're on like the leading edge. You're on the leading edge. Because the South Node was in your sign, that's the where you let go. And it's like the energy pushes out from like a focal point. It's kind of like you are the ones cutting through the space that's going to cause the reverberation all the way back. Like the goose that leads the V formation that takes on the brunt of all of the air and makes it easier for everyone else to change. This is new energy, Capricorn. You're on the spearhead of it. So don't be afraid to do what your heart is calling you to do. Okay, so bringing it back into just this 2 weeks. When the moon moves into Cancer, it's about peace and getting ready for a new beginning. Okay? And you have adrift in the shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace and notice the small things and appreciate them. So, back to the breathing when you need to. Back to looking for the sweetness and the joy. They are wrapping this up with a bow. These are the things this week. Is breathing into the energy, finding the joy in the moment, looking for the miracles, creating the miracles for yourself by asking for what you want. and allowing the cycle to complete. Allowing the cycle to complete. The energy over the next 2 weeks is a part of this process. It's the next 6 months of releasing and letting go. So this idea, this thing that you want to do, it could take all the way to the end of the year before you really launch into it, but be open to it. Be open to the synchronicities, to the opportunities along the way, to the idea of it. The idea of being authentically you. I accept this gift of completion and I ascend to new levels of awareness and wholeness. I am love. I accept this gift of completion and I ascend to new levels of awareness, wholeness. I am love. Allow yourself to drift along, be in flow with spirit, but swim in the direction that you want to go. All right? You guys take care. Expect the miracles. Remember, you got to let go to make space for them. You have a beautiful new beginning. I will see you back here next week. Be sure to leave me a comment so I can put you in the drawing. And until then, I really want to say breathe. Just breathe and allow the release to happen. All right? You take care. We'll talk soon.